Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. We're back here today in the long dark. It's been a second. I've been a little busy this week. Just a ton of stuff going on. Super busy. It was frustrating. It was annoying. It was tiring. But where are we now? We're in the long dark. And that means pizza's having a good day. How about you folks? You out there having a good day? I hope you're out there doing what you want to do. I hope it's going well. And I hope you're having a good day. Anyway, it's a little later than in the very last episode. I threw a few things in the fridge and the freezer, made a little room in my inventory. Uh, we took care of a lot. Basically, I came here looking for a moose. Unless he's down there in the valley or whatever it is, he ain't around here, I don't think. I'm going to double check on this end just to make sure he's not out that way. In fact, that's probably what I could do right now to kill a little time since the sun's kind of gone down. But yeah, stressful week, y'all. Very abnormally annoying and stressful week. Well, you're like, it's Tuesday. That's what I'm saying. But it's been over a week since I streamed The Long Dark, and it's been even more since I streamed the Immersion series, which we are back. And it feels good to be back. Yeah, I peeked around a little bit on this map. We pretty much rated the majority of things that I wanted to do. I'm at a point where I basically just need to gather a bunch of wood, I think, for this episode, if I recall. I had a little peek, like I said, peeked through the inventory, cleared it out so I wasn't overburdened, and then wanted to run this way. And just have a look. Now I know there's a chance for the moose to spawn up there. I didn't see any markings when I first got here. This game can be a little funny and fickle. I always recommend, listen, you go into a territory once, don't count on that being everything, occasionally you find a body or a backpack or something back here. And I think sometimes you might be able to find something up in this little pass up here. Well, I've already been in the woodlot. I don't know how deep I went to the woodlot. But yeah, let's grab sticks. See if I left any mushrooms around. Maybe pick up an extra feather. Not looking good. I'm just going to run up here. It looks like I already came through the woodlot, but I probably didn't walk up this way. But I totally did. Okay. Alright. So yeah, pretty positive. No moose on the upper part of Mountain Town or Milton. I just want to double check. I need to kill some time anyway. Gather sticks. If it's bright enough, I might be able to even, harvest a little bit of wood. For a fire. But let's do a gear check real quick. So I'm pretty happy with what I got. I got 2 pairs of red underwear and 2 pairs of good socks. They're in decent shape. I've upgraded the socks recently. We need to make some repairs to a few things. And then we got some stuff sitting in a closet that'll certainly help. But yeah, mending is big on the list of things to do. So a lot of mending, a lot of cooking. Might as well get the goods while we're here. And level up what I can. I missed some acorns. Nice. Hey, Mrs. Wright, how you doing? How you been? He's having a decent, good day. Been a rough week. It's always good when you're playing the long dark. And like I said earlier, you're like, a rough week. We're barely into this one. But today's a good day. Got a beautiful starry night here in the long dark. Oh, thank you so much. I always appreciate you. Mrs. Wright is the goat, y'all. She's the best. Man, I don't think there's a mix up here. I'm worried about the cold because our cold protection is, you know, it's okay. And since this is the immersion run, we're definitely going to get colder than if we were goofing around and playing Pilgrim or any of the other levels. So, need to keep an eye on that, but I mean, it's not too bad yet. I don't know if there's a limb up here or not. I don't think there are. Yeah, there's one. Alright, that's right. Let's see. Alright, grab that. Still only taking one cold. Let's see if I can grab another limb.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Mrs. Wright's doing good. Yep. Like I said, I'm doing better. Not the best week in pizza's year so far, but everybody has a bad day and a bad week sometimes, right? It happens. But if I'm streaming and playing a video game, look at that beautiful moonlight there. Look at that. That's amazing. It's a good day. And that's what I like. Good days. Let's grab this one and we'll head back. Hopefully, it's definitely getting colder now. Alright, let's get out of here. Yep. No, I haven't really been streaming much or doing much online. But I did play, I'm kind of playing Ark in the background. I've streamed it before, but I just don't really think it's a good game to stream, or for me to stream. It's one of those weird games where, like, I would certainly recommend it, like, for solo players, for someone that has a friend that has a server you can play on, but just straight out playing it with the community, I wouldn't recommend at all. So I don't tend to stream those games very much. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's take a shortcut. Let's cut across the field here. A piece of cedar, but I think I'm a little too cold. I'm afraid this wind picking up, we might actually start taking T-bars. I'm getting a little trouble. We'll double check. I think I got most of the harvestables from here. I'll probably go home, have a snack, drink some water, and start making teas. I will tell you, I'm looking forward to this week, though. We got a big grocery shop on. There was a big sale. I got all kinds of good things I'm going to be making. Pizza's a meat eater. I got chicken thighs on sale. I got a pork tenderloin, a pork roast, brats, burgers. My freezer's stacked. My fridge is full. And I got most of the accoutrements. Had to run out and get some baked beans though because I got some barbecue. Do a little barbecue, a little homemade barbecue, crock pot barbecue. Nothing fancy. But reminds me of being a kid. Way better than a sloppy Joe, I'll give it that. I got some coleslaw, I got some hot sauce. So what do you guys? You guys like different hot sauces? Are you into hot or heat? I am, but I'm not like crazy. I've never eaten like a pepper that would like burn my face off. I would never do the one chip challenge or anything like that. I wouldn't bite a ghost pepper. I do like ghost pepper flavor. That's a good pepper because, I mean, it's crazy hot, but it actually has a taste. Okay, so the more I think about this, the more I need to go in here. I think grab some water and let's leave a little bit out here on the porch to empty my pockets just a bit. We got some fat and a couple of uncooked steaks. Let's eat this one right now. So I found out recently that Sierra Mist got discontinued because I guess Pepsi makes it, and they let the copyright go on the name. So a YouTuber or a Redditor, Instagrammer, whatever, you know, some influencer, some crazy person, you know those people, had got the name and got the rights to it. So that's why they have Starry now. I remember when Sierra Mist came out because I was visiting. I grew up in Alabama, but in the summer I'd go to my grandmother's farm. When I was in Iowa, when I was really young.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Basically, when I was really young, so she could keep an eye on me and my parents could work. And then when I got older, so I could work on the farm. It was cool because, you know, Montgomery, Alabama in the 70s and 80s, it didn't really, you know, how can I put this? It wasn't really on the cutting edge of what's going on. And it's funny that, you know, rural Iowa had a bit more, but mainly because they just get a few more West Coast things than we did. So I saw Target first in Iowa than before I ever saw it on the East Coast. But anyway. Let's see if we can get as many of these curtains without using the lantern here. And then we'll get some sleep. But that's the first place I ever remember seeing Sierra Mist. Floor taters are the best taters. I mean, you think about it, you could pretty much keep a tater anywhere. My my grandmother had a box of taters. It was like a wooden box that was on the ground. Back in the olden days, she had a potato box and a bread box. Ooh, an extra floor tater. Nice. Yeah, besides sewing, we're going to be cooking. Alright, what time is it? Yeah, we should probably get a little rest. What will it be tonight? I mean, I grabbed the dog food for a little bit of hydration as well. As well. Mm, that's probably enough rest. Because again, we're not doing too much today. Oh, you got the wooden. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because yeah, there was a. Yep, it was a tater bin. It was an onion bin, like either on top. One or the other was on top. It was a wooden bin. That's dope. Very cool, Mrs. Ray. Like I said, she had the bread box too, but I don't even remember the last time I saw a bread box. Drawer on the bottom, yeah. I think you had the same thing. Yeah, I remember those. They were pretty much in a lot of places back when I was young, but then they kind of faded out over time. But actually, I think my friend's mother-in-law has one too. Wait, let's see. Keep hitting the wrong button, been playing the wrong game. 21 in cloth. So I think what I need to do, clean up the inventory a bit, and then we're going to loot these houses. Because I haven't got my hands on them yet. That's handy. Let me go. That's probably light enough to go picking up do some stealing, a little breaking and entering. The bread box! Nice. Yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, like, whatever, the wooden boxes, like, it's better with humidity, especially. So it keeps your stuff drier, like the wood soaks in the humidity or whatever. I believe was the point. Ooh, look. But yeah, it's definitely a cool. It's like what's nice is it's one of those things that's a utility, but a really cool looking decoration as well. Looks good. Makes me hungry. Feels like food is made here. Goodies in here. I got a lot of my pots and pans and dishes are like on display, so like that's why I let people know pizza cooks. He's cooking, y'all. Cooking. Nope. I worked in restaurants for like 12 to 14 years probably.
This'll come in handy.
I can make lots of things. And I grew up in a household where we all had to cook. My mother was big into. So my dad didn't cook. He's like your typical like 70s, chauvinist husband. But she was like, yeah, all right, whatever. I married him, but my kids aren't going to be that way. Because if she had ever left him, the man would have been microwaving eggs and potatoes and blowing stuff up in the microwave. I wonder what scene that is. It looks like I think that's Timberwolf, right? That's Timberwolf. So I think I robbed a bank already. No, I didn't hit the cars outside. Ooh, battery.
That'll be useful.
It is useful. Get out of here. Nothing. All right. No, no. Yep. I did get it right. Yeah, we got the radio, so we'll turn that on before we leave.
Okay.
Might try to time it so I can get it done and get out of here on the same day. It's kind of hard with this mode because I'm probably going to be in a bit worse shape. I might run the battery up there right now, actually. I mean, the carry weight's not great, but I think I'll still be able to move if I pick it up. Good shout, Mrs. Wright.
It's getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Mrs. Wright is right. We got to get this out of here. And this weather, it's the crap snow where you get soaking wet. Ugh. Just gonna take this up here. The heaviest thing, get rid of it now. Yeah, I got plenty of time to loot today, so this little endeavor is going to be mildly annoying, but it's necessary for the long run. Gotta do it. The good news is, well, here's the important part though, because I think it can be confusing. Once you put the very last set of parts in, you're getting an Aurora, either way, whether you throw the switch or not. So putting the parts in like 2 days before and then throwing the switch later isn't going to get you another Aurora. As soon as the last part goes in, that's Aurora night. Hey, Mrs. Wright, you watching any of the pill popping stuff? It sounds funny, right? The long dark pill popping challenge stuff. I saw what is it? My Usual Me. I think that's who's doing it. And then I heard LMG was gonna give it a. He's real sick, I guess. So he doesn't want to compete. But he's gonna do like another series. He's gonna do a series basically just doing the challenge without actually being in it for the cash or whatever. I think it's cool. Occasionally, there's some of the challenges that seem pretty interesting to me. I'm a different kind of player, but I might give it a try. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Well, I hope one of them wins. Hey, first and second, right? Or second and third. Honorable mention. Get in the club. Looks tough though. I like looking at the different strategies people are taking to go in, you know? Seems like the move that was sort of established is get a stem like day one. Then you can just kind of see what happens as it goes along. Did I already bring a battery up here? I'm gonna be so mad. Nah. Alright, good. I just opened the door. You never know. I never know what I do. Yeah, my usual me, yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of my usual me. I like how, I like his attitude. I like how he gets riled up. You're like, oh, Pizza, you're pretty chill. Yeah, but I like people who aren't. I'm sure he's fine. And like I said, I do like the fact that, yeah, he was like, I'm going to do this. And the guy who's doing it was like, okay, good luck. And I was like, oh, no, I'm winning. I was like, yeah, you might. That might be the fire you need. Yeah, he's a good entertainer. But I like how I mean, I wouldn't know, but I mean, I like how he, like, you know, he just has no fear, really, when it comes to town. Oh, there is a moose! Holy crap, it's in town! What? Oh, this is just interesting. Where are the other markers? Are they above? Are they up here? Yes, they are! Oh, there's a moose above my head and I didn't even know it! Because I think that's a mark. Let's get the right one. Another mark, too? How do I get up there? Nice! Oh, awesome! I've been following probably for, yeah, I mean, definitely not that long, but probably for the last, I mean, whenever I started playing Long Dark, I started watching, because I'm that guy. I'm never not the guy who's, like, not going to, like, look at videos. I'm going to look. I want to know. So I want to know what people think. I want to know what the good players think, and what the bad players think, and the people who are just entertaining think. And, yeah, he's been in it for probably, like I said, maybe 3 years. Him, Zach, LMG, Randolph, Thor. Who, by the way, I mean, you might know about the Wheel of Time from the TV show, but I read the books when they came out, basically. Huge fan. Yeah, there's a moose spawn up here. Sweet. I mean, I never come up here for, like, anything. I don't really think there's anything up here other than possibly a moose now. So yeah, I'll just keep peeking up here and hoping for the best, I suppose, while I'm here. Especially since I'm doing a couple... Oh, I guess there's a body. A cave, too, maybe? Candy bar. Oh, this is good news. I really could use that pouch. Athenon? Maybe. I watch a lot of one-off stuff and then, like, get hooked. So, way back in the day, I was looking how to find the, 10 years, yeah, you're a Long Dark aficionado. I was trying to find, back when the Pepper's Caches had 9 different locations in the areas they were. I watched Bashrobe's video, and it was set to music. It was just so succinct and like I was like, oh, you walk from here to here to up there to there. and then I got hooked on him. So Athena, but yeah, I can remember that name easy. I had a cat named Athena. Black cat named Athena with the snaggle tooth. Alright. Checked out the moose area, got the battery dropped off. I need to do some robbing, y'all. We need to break into enter. We need to get this B&E going. I need to be stealing. Caradine? Nice. Yeah, I looked, probably, well, it's probably like 3-4 days ago now. I didn't recognize too many people on the list. Well, that's true. That's a good idea to, well, not everybody's streaming it, right? Or they are, but you can mark it as private. Which is good, because not everybody wants to, like, talk to random people on the interwebs. They're just having fun and good at the game. What are you at?
Never know. Being useful.
This. Fuel. But yeah, that's what, you know, that's one of the best things about the community for the Long Dark. It's very open, accepting. They understand that, you know, there's some games where people are so rigid, where they're just like, oh, it's got to be this way. You got to do it this way. If you don't play this way, you're not, you know. But here, you can pretty much do whatever you want, which is why I like to make content for it, because it doesn't have to be interloper. It doesn't have to be, oh, we got a book? What? Doesn't have to be the Dead Man's Challenge to get views, you know, you can just play the game. Oh. Well, I knew he was streaming it, yeah. I knew he was like, he was going live, but I thought I remember him saying that like some of the folks were like, oh, we can't get out of here. Let's go this way. I don't really know how it works. I thought you could stream, mark private, but give whoever the moderators are like permission. You had to like stream like so you couldn't cheat. There, I mean, you know.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There's still ways to cheat. I think the best way to do it is live stream. But I mean, I don't do anything else but live stream, so it's kind of like the obvious answer for me, I guess. Do it live, or you know. The only time I really think that like the best way to play a game and not stream it like bit for bit, live for live, is like the side missions kind of thing I'm doing, and games that just like require so much farming. Like, I would never stream all Minecraft live, because do you really want to watch me dig a hole for 4 hours? I just don't. And do I have that much in me to entertain, you know, mining rocks? That's a whew. Members only. Okay. So yeah, and the games that like are super heavy on farming, I think you just got to give credit and trust to your streamer and hope they don't cheat. Ooh, another battery. Because you know, I mean, I do watch a lot of, you know, Minecraft content, a lot of Hermitcraft people, a lot of 7 Days to Die content, art content, you know, these guys that are doing 9-hour videos that they release all at once and
Isn't
stuff,
prepared
and
for
it's
anything.
you know, even those videos cut out a lot of stuff. That's why the Long Dark's so cool, because like you can really watch day to day, and even then, like, you know, like before this episode started, I went to my freezer and fridge and I put a bunch of junk away to make my inventory lighter. Yeah, for a competition especially. But you know, people are shy. Well, it's not even that. That's kind of a dick thing to say. People don't necessarily want to put themselves out there like that, and sometimes that's a smart thing.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
It is a risk. You're throwing yourself out into the public. You never know. Ooh, some free firewood. I'll take that. 2 missions in once. Those. What do we
It'll
got
be
here?
useful.
Cook it and eat it. The broth. Even if I can't use it now, we'll centralize everything for later use. Remember, we only have a 77-pound carry weight as long as we've got the well-fed bonus. Ooh, look, Mrs. Wright. Floor taters. We got 2 of them.
Okay.
Fresh cooked rainbow trout, 100% in a dead ass fridge. On day 25. And that's why I don't think people need to get too fussy over game mechanics, because sometimes the game mechanics aren't too fussy about themselves.
Hope nobody needs
But
this
again, that's
anymore.
why I love this community. That's why I love playing this game. You can just go buck wild. What we're gonna do, you see, is we're gonna take drugs every 24 hours, and if you don't take those drugs, you lose. What? I'm in. There's just so many things you can
I'll
do
take it.
and change and make challenges for yourself in this game. I was hoping for a bit more clothing, but I mean, whatever. You never really know. RNG. We'll get more. We'll definitely get some in Pleasant Valley.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
One day. Socks. Cold, clear water. Gotta get that toilet water. Good. You can see all the cloth we can come back for if I need it. Doop, 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 doop. Nothing. See? Pill popping challenge achieved. Nothing like the tussin. Nothing like the tussin to watch what you want to watch on TV. Listen, I'm not saying you give it to them. I'm saying when the kids are sick, which they get
I'm not
sick
sure I can
all the
carry much
time
more.
because they're nasty little germ monsters. Yeah, a little tussin time never hurts. Oh, nothing. And As lame as it sounds, enjoy it while you can. My kids get their own tussin now. They don't need a cold, wet rag from dad, or a hug, or any of that stuff, and a spoonful of nasty tussin anymore. They're all big and grown. Oh, allergies, yeah. I got them too. The only time I ever really didn't have any problems was when I lived in the very dry climate in the very different, complete, like, biome of Colorado.
I think I can use this.
They didn't have all the weird grasses and hay and everything. They didn't have... It was like open desert to the left of me and mountains to the right of me. And it rained... Or, well, the better way to explain it was it was sunny 300 days of the year. Hardly ever sneezed, coughed, choked, turned red, scratched my nose. It was beautiful. It really was. The proverbial 4-pound fire log, we'll leave it there like you do. Yeah, when I was a kid, everybody was like, they acted like you were broken. You know, like, oh, he's got sinus issues. He's got sinus allergies. He's got sinus problems. Like my nose was broken. No, just allergic to the things. Oop, got a drawer right here. Come here. But I tell you what, though, I don't really care. I'd rather be allergic to grass, mold, you know, pollen, all that crap, than food. I always feel bad for people that are allergic to food. Did I need the lamp oil? Mrs. Ray, yeah, probably needed it. But I've chosen to leave it behind because I'm that tough. I'm making a tough decision. I don't need it. Pizza doesn't need that lamp oil.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Because I got 2 jerry cans waiting for me at home. Although I can't put anything else in my pockets. I got 1 house left. Can't believe there's only 1. In this truck. Which I'm gonna look at anyway, because so many batteries here. This is going good for late game. So yeah, I want to take this immersion run pretty far. I'm working to try to. I want these 2 playthroughs, the immersion run, and then there's the side mission Astrid I'm working on. We're looking in the mailbox too. I want to go long term. Pineapples, coconuts, and banana peppers. Yeah, my daughter's allergic to pineapple. I think I am too because I don't really eat it that. I like it. Well, I know I like it. I liked it as a kid. I like what's that? The pineapple upside down cake. That's crazy, right? I love that thing. But I actually had some ceviche like 5 or 6 months ago, Had a lot of pineapple, and my lips were tingling afterwards. And I remember she was telling me like that's sort of like nothing in there with a sign. And the good news was it was ceviche, so it was just it's just like a little bit of. There was other citrus and other things in there, but I've had a lot of different foods. I don't remember my lips tingling that recently. But it's not like pineapple is, I don't eat a lot of it. It doesn't pop into my diet very often in Virginia. Surprise, surprise, they don't make pineapple barbecue. Although, I couldn't eat it anyway. But it sounds good. I have a friend that uses mandarin oranges on his pork when he does barbecue. It's crazy good. Crazy good. Because like a mandarin orange is really sweet, but it cooks off really well. And you kind of get like this, just a real light orange flavor to it. And then my nanny, she used to put grape jelly, like a little bit of grape jelly in both her barbecue and her meatball recipe. Southern people. You just never know what's in the dish, really. Paprika, pepper, probably in there, but we put dill pickle juice in our coleslaw. I mean, that's crazy.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
You know what? I love all the kind of. I'm hungry. I love all the different kinds of food from around the world, or around the country. That, like, okay, if I said potato salad here in Virginia, well, people are going to expect a lot of mustard in it, maybe a little pickle in it, which would sound crazy to someone up north. Even crazier to people in the Midwest. In the German sections of the Midwest, where they eat hot potato salad, they're like, "What? Look, look at all this, lamp oil. I got lamp oil. Two, well, all right, one big jerry can. He's a little feller. He hasn't grown up yet. One day, though. He's the biggest jerry can there ever was. Jugs. No good drugs, though. We didn't get the painkillers. We'd be in trouble. Well, we do have painkillers and stim packs and all that stuff. Doop, doop, doop. Bunch of clothing, which was the point. Good. Alright, I'm not hating this. Still need firewood, I think, before I go for... Basically, I need to make as much water as possible from the get. Preferably in one go. So, like, make one round of all of this water and start making my teas. Where's that floor potato? Was it over here? Yes, it is. Look at Mrs. Wright. Got me another potato. Guess what we're going to do with these other taters. Listen, you were always floor taters. Oh, this one's graduated. Oh, this is a shelf tater now. Whoa. He's putting on airs. He's bougie. That's the bougie tater. Beaujolais. We need a drink and some food. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yeah, we got this 100% rainbow trout from a dead ass fridge. Nom 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 nom. So good. Well, let's have a soda. separate you from the pack for now. Use. I'll still drink that. Still use that. Definitely not you though. It's 100% venison too. What is happening? Let me just eat that then. And got quite a bit of water from that little journey there. Put me ahead of the game. Go. Drop you. Use. We're getting there. Put this in here. Definitely gonna have to do some looking around and get a bit more cloth. Oh, good enough. We want to get these guys fixed up for sure. Alright, Tomaday, not too bad. Alright, what else? Really, is this all junk food? Guess so. Alright, let's see what kind of weather we got. Because I'd like to get some more firewood before I start breaking down all the furniture. You know, they had a sale on cans for soda.
Drop any this year.
I much, I like the 2 liter better. Should probably just keep checking on the moose randomly and hope for the best. Biggest issue with hanging out right around town is there's just really not a lot of like firewood as far as like limbs are concerned. I can tell you though, these bands on these trees are so weird looking though. These weird little. I don't know if a combination of I think it's a combination of the waterfall and the crows made a weird noise. No, he's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. Holy smokes. He's right in front of me. Moose in time. Everybody knows it's about to be moose in time. He's right there. Look at that booty. Woo! That's a big old booty. Yeah, let's see if I can do something about it. With Mr. Vaughn's rifle. I mean, I'd love the arrow score, but I really need this skin. I wonder if I can, there's, oh, well, what? Hey, buddy. Just gonna try to work myself around this tree so I can at least maybe dance with him if I have to. He turned around, didn't he? Oh, yeah, he did. Alright, let's see if we can drop him. One shot. Look this way. Smile for the camera. Didn't drop him. Dropped him. Woo! Only two. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it might be flat enough for a fire too. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me. Oh, it is. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. All right, so which way for the wind? I think right here was good. I have a book. The one time I don't have a book. Are you kidding me? Striker. Life is good. Thank you, Mrs. Wright. Yes, it is. Life is good. Just need to. I cannot believe he spawned in so quick, though. As soon, like, well, I've been here for a couple days, haven't I? Never mind. All right. You know, just dropped all that firewood. We're gonna need to pretty much burn up everything in my inventory. You guys know what I gotta go for first. Food, secondary, skin, and 4 guts right now. Now, normally I would recommend getting a couple steaks and having cooking in the background, but
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I want that more importantly than anything else. Okay. So now he's thawed out. It shouldn't take too long. We'll go ahead and get 4.5 or 4.4 pounds of meat, 2 steaks. I'm getting cooking. What an interesting place too. I mean, I'm really like, I knew my weight was off. Those stupid jars of broth. Although if things go south and I need to warm up, I could use them. So, You're not heating up, are you? No. There we go. Alright, so we should have about an hour on those. That sucker. Let's grab an hour's worth of meat. Oh, this is so good. So I'm going to have a nice big pile of meat. For this 6-burner stove. We'll have a few steaks cooked to feed me until I can get enough firewood to do what I need to do, because we're using up some of what I got right here.
Much gear.
Astrid, I swear to God, your timing. I don't mind the complaining. It's just, it always feels like the timing is just terrible. I mean, honestly, you guys, not a lot of meat on this moose. Did they change that? I mean, I get out, I'm stacked, but let me see how many steaks we got.
Feels like night is coming.
I mean, basically enough meat left for a wolf at this point. Like a decent sized wolf is like 15 pounds. Oh, pizza. Probably more than I need at this point. We can get some guts, I guess. 2 more guts. 3 more guts. Foggy, maybe?
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Ooh, pretty. Look at that. Look at those purple clouds in the background. I hope y'all can see this. Look at this. Look at, let me back up a little bit. Occasionally I forget to do like the important things. I'm trying to learn. But look at that. You know what? That might be the screenshot. You guys think that's a good string? I think that. You know what? It is. All right, let's just do it. Boop. Doesn't really have a lot to do with the title, but I mean, you know. We do things a little loose around here at the old Pizza Hulk. Oh, it got really cold. Look how much more time I have on this fire. Alright, let's go get the rest of these guts now. We could probably cook 2 more steaks. Yes. Ooh, I don't like having no sticks on me. Alright, get these guys. Oh, this is great. Apex Predator took care of business again. Looks a little green. I mean, it's foggy, but I usually associate the green with the old Aurora coming. Let's get these cook steaks down below, because I'm very heavy. Very heavy. Oh, there we go. Leaves that. Am I moving a little better? A little better, okay. Bit of a slow walk, but I mean, you know. And again, I can't always 100% say where the predators are, but usually, I mean, if you kill this guy up here, unless there's random timber wolves, the wolves are going to be like that way in town, past around, right around Grey Mama's house. That's in this game. That's pretty powerful right there. That's a really good moose spawn. Let's say probably. Oh, what's that down there? Okay, they come all the way over here now. So yeah, like I said, they move the animals, folks. It makes it more fun and exciting. I am 100% behind it. I feel bad for the long-term players, but yeah. However, if you have the means to take down the moose, up there in that kind of area, you don't have to walk back with all this meat on you, obviously. You could deal with the wolf, or you could leave the meat for another day. We're just going to follow his cute little paw prints right up here until we see him again, eh, buddy? Where you at? I hear you. It's you fluffy little buddy. I think he walked off. Chomp! Yeah, that's the real long dart. He's behind you! Nobody on the porch right now. They can get up here on the porch. Let's and all this cooked food is going to make the next part of this mission so much easier. Moosin! achieved. Because I mean, I'm literally sitting here thinking, like, man, I'm gonna leave so much
I'm not sure I can carry
behind.
much more.
You heard, Astrid? Now the question is, so normally, I'm already trying to think. There we go. So normally I would go the route of leave here, probably go to Broken Railroad, but I've already been to Broken Railroad. I think I spent a couple days here. Yeah. Working on all this food and sewing. And then kind of go from there. I hate getting stuck in a region. You know, generally I would rather continue exploring, but I don't think that's going to happen on this one. I might need to stick around. Ugh, 10 days in Milton. Ugh. 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 I mean, I can think of better places and worse places to be, I suppose. We did get up nice and early, though. Rested as well. Skadoosh. We're going way back here first. Nope. This thing. Yeah, sometimes I leave turlets full of water just because wait, where am I? No, turn the light on, Pizza. Quit creeping around and walking backwards into a corner. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Alright. Let me drop some weight. Better. Still could use some more, though. Mostly exhausted the resources from this house in particular. But there's more. I can get more. Now. These torches. Yeah, firewood's going to be the thing for today, I think. At least early morning. Sorry, Mrs. Reddick, I'm gonna have to throw a few of these waters in the floor potatoes. I need a room. Let's see what the weather's like. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages. We got a moose. We got a moose-eyed bag. Because I was sitting here, man, I was like, man, if I don't get a moose here, which wasn't looking good, I was going to shoot for Ash Canyon next. Just go straight for the tech backpack, try to get a moose and Timberwolf. Or Pleasant. Probably Timberwolf, honestly. Oh, it's a nice foggy day. Looks good, though. Very kind of a blue look to the whole world today. Alright, firewood. Best place for firewood is going to be... maybe out towards the farm? Yeah, firewood is... if you want to try to live in town... unless you want to break up a bunch of furniture, it's kind of tough. I know the farm's better. I know the trailer's like one of the best places, but I don't know if I want to walk all the way up that way. Then again, if I waste time today goofing around doing this, you know, maybe it would be worth it to walk it that way. Let's see what we've left behind. A fry bar. Boop, boop. Oh, hey.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Astrid. Come on. Timing, Astrid. Timing. Yeah, because I know there's not a lot, like, there's, like, nothing in here. I know there's a ton of sticks towards the back side of the farm. I'd really like to get my hand on some limbs today. So this is the river. I don't really think there's anything along the river. But we might just go down a little bit. There's the bridge. I was hoping maybe back here. Because I don't look back here very often, but that's not, no. Okay. Can I get down this way? No. No, no, no. Oh, there we go. Woo! I thought maybe I'd force myself into a launch myself off the cliff moment. I missed a few. That is beautiful. I'm assuming that was a gorgeous night. Or a particularly fine looking moose steak. Let's cut through here. I'll try to get as much firewood as I can today. I'm hoping I grab what was behind, what you can sometimes get behind the farm also, but I know there's some limbs over here. But I really think the best place to get firewood is up by the blue trailer. That's why it was such a great moose camp back in the day. But hey, we'll call this science and exploration, you know. We got at least 3 limbs. So over 6 hours of cook time. Weather is good. Fog is great. Remember, if it's foggy, it's not. You see we're getting pretty cold, but it's not, at least it's not snowing. Oh, saplings. Man, I think I'm going to leave them, though. I think I'm going to take probably one. I know, and it's gonna get colder, sweetie. It's gonna get colder. I just want to point out I'm from the south because it sounded weird. I was like, sweetie, yeah, I don't know, but that's just like I don't know what to say. It's just that's what we do. I call my son sweetie. Man, cold today. It's very cold today, even with the fog. Fog usually means oh, they were warming up. There we go. I say fog usually means we're past noon. Not quite. All right, good. I was gonna say fog usually means it's not that cold. But it's relative. I guess a foggy day in Sundered Pass is going to be really cold. Here's number 4. Yeah, we're kind of in between. So we're in the wind, so we're losing again. Once we do, listen, once we do the sewing part of this episode, oh my gosh, you guys, we're going to be so freaking warm, it's going to be ridiculous. One sapling. That way, I can make 3 arrow shafts whenever I come back here if I need them. They're pretty heavy. I mean, I can still run a little bit. We might make 2 trips today. Let's see how long it takes me to get back. I mean, we're getting towards the warmer part of the day. It's beautiful blue skies. Mrs. Wright caught me warming up. Yep. But now we're cold again. The stupid wind. That's why this game's amazing. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, I love barely surviving a blizzard. In any situation, in any difficulty, doesn't matter. You just feel like a champ, man. You're like, I cannot believe I had just enough firewood to make a fire here, run over here with this torch, you know. I had 2 places I could block the wind. Oh, it's so much fun. Hey, Mrs. Wright, thank you for jumping in as always. Thank you for sharing. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I really can't. Thank you so much. And thanks for always just being a part of the stream and saying hello. I always encourage people to say hello. Mrs. Wright always is not afraid to jump in and just give me a hi, how you doing? And y'all see, I'm friendly enough. If you want to talk about anything, feel free to jump in. But thank you, Mrs. Wright, so much. I really appreciate you. You're one of the best, my faves. Thank you so much. And you have really great taste in long dark YouTubers. Listen, y'all take care. Be good to each other. Be good. It is ridiculously cold today, y'all. So cold. That's why we need to get this gear straight. And so I might... I'm gonna throw this firewood on the ground, see what we got. We got a bunch of cedar. So we're looking at about 18 hours on just the cedar. I got a couple pieces inside. I got a few bits of fur. I don't think I have any more coal. Oh, I know what I'll do. Alright, yeah. Run in here, drop weight. We'll run up the hill and get the moose meat and bring it down. And then after that,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
it's mending time. Yeah, let's pick it all up and see what we got. So we got like 24 hours just in cedar, but I need to save a few before I leave. About 8 hours worth of fur. Anyway, Mrs. Wright, good night. Have a great sleep. Oh, we're going to look in this cabinet. And tuck those in there. All right. Mrs. Wright took off at a great time. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a couple of ice and pour this stupid can of soda into a cup of ice because I can't deal with it. I'll be back in less than 2, y'all. I'm almost back. Got a proper cup of icy goodness. Zero cola. Alright, this is one more thing. There we go. Yep. I like tea, all right. I'm not a big fan of coffee, but whew, caffeine drives the dream, y'all. So I think it's probably the only piece of birch I found here so far. And these are all crap snacks. All right, so let's grab a little bit of water. Yoink, yoink. What's in the snack bin? Rest of this. This guy right here. Yeah, I guess we pop on the porch and grab a few steaks. But you guys aren't going to believe what's about to happen. Probably the most exciting thing you can do in the long dark is that 360 no scope a bear from 150 yards with a flare gun. Nah, nah. Is it popping a rabbit from far away with the curator's rifle? Nope. Can't say it is. Well then, pizza, what are you hiding from us? Mending! Ha ha ha. Let's go mend some stuff. These Jekyll fiends, poison squirrels, people of all types and ages. It is literally one of the most OP things you can do in any run. You can do it slowly and steadily, but you want to get to level 3. I don't know. You gotta get to level 2. You need to get to level 3. Where are we currently sitting? Barely in the 2. Alright. Please tell me I've got a few mending kits in here, because that's going to make my life so much easier. But we should probably look for one of these babies. No line, though. It's going to be a couple days on these guts at least. Alright, we'll do what we can. But first, let's prepare the things that really matter and are going to make my life easier. And for that, we're going to start off with these pants right here. And we'll see. The lower the condition, generally speaking, and even though it shouldn't matter, so if you have a 3% pair of socks, you might fail like 3 times. If you have a 73% pair of socks, you're probably going to get it in the first go. Is that proper game mechanics? I'm just telling you what I've observed. Bang. Come on, baby. Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of pants. Yeah. Let's go, second round. And I'm telling you, if I was still on sewing level 1, we probably wouldn't have got that at all. You know, ready? One more time. I want these all the way up. Well, 90 some odd percent, right? Check this out. Alright, so these weigh 2.2, have 2.7 degrees of warmth. These weigh 1.65 and have 2. I think it's like 4 total. So we're going to lose these, even though they're awesome. I still like to get them back that way someday, but either way, alright. Boom, we're in snow pants. Alright, so we went from 32 to 34. Yeah. These were amazing. Incredibly helpful early game. Again, so we're going to need leather. That was one of the other things I was going to try to do. Well, let's get the gloves. Maybe we can get lucky. Just off the top. With a single repair. And I think I need to go for the shoes because they're pretty rough condition. The reason they're not the warmest, they're not the most uh, windproof, but they are the most waterproof. Even though these have a little better warmth. All right, let's give it a shot. Shoes are tricky no matter what, and again, the lower the degradation. We're level 2 sewing. We got a sewing kit. Come on. Yes. All right. And then let's go for the big guy here. Let's make sure we don't have anything hidden in this closet. I don't think we do. Remember, the loot table should be pretty low. It's interloper loot table. Well, it's a stalker loot table, but I've toned it down to, or whatever, ramped it up maybe to more of an interloper kind of amounts. All right, best coat I got right now. Let's sew it up. Yep. So we lost 2 cloth on that one. I think I can get one more repair in before the sun is completely gone. Nice. Where are we at now on the warmth table? 38 degrees, y'all. That's a big, big, big boost. So we'll grab the tennis shoes and we'll tear them up later. I should probably take those out too, honestly. Okay, let me leave them right here. I want to fix these up. That's going to give me a ton of warmth, but most importantly, windproofing, because total is 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit temp and 3.6, I think, for windproofing. So this is also some pretty good windproofing. I just don't think I'm going to have enough. I don't think I'm going to have the materials for it. For whoosh. Let's start a fire. Let's start a fire. I can't sing the rest of those. Yeah, here we go. 85% chance of success.
Come on, little fire.
Come on, little fire. There we go.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Put that out. We're in the biz. Let's grab. There we go. We're gonna. Where's here? Here. Yeah. We're gonna start with the mushrooms. There we go. And we'll do, yeah, we'll do an hour. do another hour. And how much water does it give me? Oh my goodness, quite a bit. About 32 pounds of water.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Would like a little more. You know what? Let's do. Let's do this. All right. Man, I don't want to drop the water. I just can't move with it. So. All right, let's go grab some steaks. Whatever meat's outside, get that cooking. We'll have the meat going while we're making teas. Literally in our inventory. A little more water, and then we're going on the tea extravaganza. Tea, soups, whatever I can make. Let's see. I can already make pies, right? Yes,
I'm
no,
not sure I
maybe.
can carry much more.
Yeah, I can make pies, so we'll probably make some pies too while we're here. Looks like peach or rose hip is my choices. Right, must lift the other animal fat up the hill because we could have made that into. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Let's go. Let's go. First, you had all the exciting mending, and now you're gonna get all the exciting cooking. Nice. All right. Hopefully you can crash the game. Unfortunately, did I not get all the moose meat? I knew I forgot something. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Triple. Quadruple. That. Oh yeah. I think I should grab the storage. I wanted to make teas, but Let's get all this meat cooked. You can't really, it's a 6 burner stove with steaks that take over an hour to cook at this particular moment. I mean, even with the best cooking score, they still take around an hour. So, I should probably get those cooked, right? We can jog a little bit. We haven't really done much today anyway, so. And even if we're going to be up late cooking and, well, cooking. Cooking and cooking. We might as well, yeah, get everything done. Expend a little energy. There we go. Yeah. I need all this.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
How are we walking? Not too bad. Let's get this up then. Oh, that's too slow. Alright, let's lose the fat then. I was kind of hoping to maybe use some of it to cook with. Oh, still too slow. Slightly better. Alright. Yeah. I'd rather get all these steaks cooked. I got a muse. You guys, I've killed a moose / mouse. I mean, but isn't a moose just really a big mouse with antlers? I kind of think so, but that's it's kind of just me, right? Anyway, Oh yeah, so if I'm going to be here waiting for the hide to cure, might as well get all the meat cooked.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Astrid, you're doing an incredible job. I just want to point that out. Astrid, I put unrealistic goals upon you every single day. Every single day. And you know what you do, Astrid? Not only do you meet my expectations, but you outperform and excel above anything that I could possibly imagine. And that's not saying I don't see you as great. I'm just saying I already see you as great, and you're even greater. Get out of here. It's really mostly meat. Alright, we drop these guys. We're moving a little better. You gotta support your game characters. You can also, just like any relationship, be totally annoyed every single time they're like, I hope no one needs this. It's the only time Mackenzie kind of wins it for me. How are we doing? Yoink.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Astrid, I swear I'm working on it. I'm trying. See what I mean? Did you hear that? That slight level of frustration there? Come on, Astrid. I'm trying. 26 minutes on those. Alright, let's drop this outside. I tell you what's nice though. Not being in Pleasant Valley and having the game crash every single time I walk out a door. Oh, I missed one. Mrs. Wright said, "You are very welcome." No. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome, man. It's not a problem. That's sweet. That's very cool. All right, well, we're looking good. I gotta say, I'm looking pretty good. This extra bit of water is going to really help because I think I'm going to make up the oatmeal. I'm really just going to try to cook up as much as I can. I'm not sure how I feel about the rose hips right now because I kind of like having a huge stash of rose hips for the pies long game, and this is one of the places to get those from, so I think I'm just going to let that be for now. Okay, 43 minutes. We'll just deal with that. All right. Let's start over here.
I barely walked with this much gear.
All hail the 6-burner stove. It is the OG OP in this game. Man, I just lit that fire up super high and I got the crappiest torch. Obviously. Maybe it's because I've spent most of my life in the south of the United States, but oh, I was trying to save that one. Whatever. Where's the fish? Is the fish in my inventory? Oh, I threw some stuff on the ground. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Anyway. Ice in a beverage, y'all. And when I was a kid, you didn't really get ice, like, it sounds weird, right? But, like, you had free refills at a restaurant, but they didn't always mean ice.
And this pack.
Here we go. There's a bunch of baked potatoes to cook as well. About quite an hour. But we'll go for an hour anyway. Yeah, we got a bunch of teas now. Y'all, if you are new to this game, if you're interested in playing this game, I'm a big purveyor of, listen, there are 100 different ways to play Long Dark. This is one of the hardest survival games, period. I mean, its difficulty in theory on Interloper is as hard or harder than Project Zomboid. And I'm telling you, whenever you get that 6 burner stove, you best take advantage of it. You just, it would be the smart thing to do. Just the way to go.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load.
Looking
for
pretty
much
good, getting a
longer.
little tired. I guess I could do a coffee. Because we can make pies now. I'm going to drink a coffee just because it's almost morning and we're going to keep going. Hour each on those. Let's grab some rose hips. I think I want... Is it 144? Oh, we're going to find out. Oh, we got acorns too. Nice. All right. Let's, but I still want to make some more teas. Overshot it a little bit, but still. Kind of close. Alright, we'll get those. Perfect, perfect. Let's go. Moose meat. Alright, we're getting down to it on the meat, which is pretty fantastic, actually. Means the majority of my work here is done. Alright, grab a bit more water. Toss these steaks outside. My weight is just ridiculous. We're full of moose meat, y'all. Pocket stuffed full of moose meat. Moosins. Is the plural of moose, if you didn't know. It's not moose-eye. Or just moose. Like, look, there's a field of moose. No, there's a field of moosin'. If you don't know, if you're not from the United States and you don't live... Oh, hey, weather. You don't live where there's moose. They're not friendly with each other. Look at all that. Woo! Woohoo! Pockets full of meat. That's all we want here in the long dark. Please, sir, may I have some moose meat? No. More? Yeah. Don't worry, the house won't catch on fire. Alright, we got about an hour, 15 minutes on those. That's perfect. No! I basically reset those by mistake. 20 more minutes, 30 more minutes. I misunderstood the time.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Astrid, I'm not sure you can either. Oh, there she is! Cooking level 4, y'all. We're recipe masters. Alright. Have to get even better. Decisions. Ooh, got a good torch. Alright, we're going to toss the rest of these steaks in, and then we're indoors. Making oatmeal, we're making tea, we're just cooking with whatever this giant pile of water I can do. Gonna get as close as 5 as I feel like getting to today. Hear that ice? Ugh. Ooh. So good. Oh, I still got 2 steaks? Oh, these little steaks. Yeah, sure. Is this raw? It is. I thought it was cooked. Alright. Good enough for now. Back to cooking with pizza. On today's episode, we're working on min-maxing our cooking skill by cooking as many teas and random animal meats and soups as possible.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
That's not bad flour. Excuse me. I need you at some point. And you. That's a lot of potatoes, huh? A lot of patats. That's probably enough. Oh, you for sure. Definitely not you. Alright. Teamageddon. Here we go. And we're going to start it off with these tomato soups. And I want to get them out of the way, out of my inventory, out of this whole deal. Alright, tea time. Of course, it's going to be way down here. Use. Oh, this is cooking faster because I got level 4 cooking. I was hoping to prepare a few more acorns at a time. I mean, they're not going to burn up. I'm just kind of wasting fuel, though. You guys like tomato soup? It's alright. Honestly, I prefer it
I can barely walk with this much gear.
when I'm sick or certain times of the year when it's really cold. Nothing like a good thing. Just a bowl of tomato soup. Pretty darn good. You know what? I'm just going to use these and we're going to cook these potatoes, I think. That would probably be the smart move. But pizza, what about the potato recipe? I don't care. I'd rather get all these acorns prepped up. It is kind of funny though. Really, it only an hour and 4 minutes until burn. Cooking pot is OP. On the pan, it's the same. Right. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe they differed, but I guess not. I would think the cooking pot. Well, the cook here as a sous chef, the pan is always going to be much more versatile. But a cooking pot, no, you know what? The cooking pot is always going to be more versatile. There are some things you can do in here that would be better if it was in a skillet, but you can do it in the cooking pot. Let's be real. Any more taters? We got any floor taters? Yeah, we got plenty of floor taters.
Much longer.
Astrid, I think we're gonna be okay. We're literally in like the biggest, nicest house. And Milton, you know, they call me crazy, but I think we're gonna make it. Have you seen how many baked potatoes we have, Astrid? So I don't think you have. Oh, we still have that many more. I'm trying to think about. There you go. There's taters for later. Isn't that great? Taters for later. Yeah. All right, nice. We're baked potato heavy, but things could be worse. If you're watching, I'm giving it a little bit of time. I'm just going to say I've been burned before. You grab these things too fast, and occasionally, it seems to me anyway, you don't get the cooking score. So I like to let the little can on the right, see it flash up on the right there, completely kind of like be like, okay,
This pack
yeah,
is getting too heavy to carry.
that's happening. All right, let's go back to teas. Whoops. Guess we'll make an acorn there for kicks and giggles. Alright, so I think potatoes, right, baked potatoes, actually will last longer if we throw them outside. Now, if you don't know, you can freeze potatoes. They do get a little bit weird on the consistency, but if you freeze a baked potato or a twice baked potato, they pretty much stay the same, which is pretty cool. If you freeze just straight up potatoes, though, they get a little weird. They get a little starchy, a little watery. Let's eat one of these bad boys. Do we have a warm one? Yeah, let's eat a hot baked potato. I mean, come on, what would make you feel better than a hot baked potato? I can't think of much. That's good. What else can I do with weight? Because it's mostly water, yes? No, I got some dumb junk on me too. Okay. Yeah. That's on pizza. Just like jalapenos and pepperonis. That's on pizza. Boom. Use.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Astrid, I'm working on it. I'm trying so hard. Reishi tea everywhere. See, the thing with the teas is, especially with a 6-burner stove, once you get into the rhythm, I'll show you here in just a second. Let's give myself a... No, 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 no. Not making bandit. There we go. I kind of blew it doing that. But basically, by the time you get to the last one, the other teas are ready to go. I'm going to break my own rule. Hope that the RNG and the numbers are working out. And try to get a few more of these acorns prepared. How we doing on fire? Yep. Kind of had a feeling. Let's start popping the acorns in. It's going to get us a ton of cooking score. So I've mentioned this before. I mean, one of the best reasons to hang out in Milton is that it has the most harvestables in the game when you add it all together. It has, I think personally, the most amount of rose hips, although there's an argument that it could be sundered pass. I don't know. But that plus mushrooms plus old man's beard plus coffee and tea that you find here plus I said mushrooms, right? Rose hips, a little bit of birch bark. Yeah. I'm just saying, there's a ton of stuff here. Now, it would be better if I did these acorns in stacks of 4. Oh, look, we're opening up our ability to make stuff. Alright, where's my other tea, though? Oh, I'm out of water. I'm out of water. Y'all, think about all that water I made. Think about all that water I made. I'm already out. There we go. But acorns is definitely a way to go, along with the teas. Right here in Milton, or I would say Pleasant Valley, you know. Anywhere you can get a 6-burner stove, it's it's kind of unstoppable. Did I finish that one? I don't think I did. I think I might have screwed that one up. Yeah, because it still had a little bit of time to being ready. Alright. They only take 8 minutes. Let's do an herbal tea. You get one more. And then we're going to make all this herbal tea. So another thing you might not know, so if you make a tea, so this tea is currently at 100%. If I found it at 23%, when I cooked it, it would be at 73% because you always add 50% to something when you cook it. Right now, in the box, it's going to continue to degrade. So again, if it was at 23%, it'd go down to 22, 21, 20, as long as it was in my inventory. When you cook it, it will always stay at that level. So if it's 73% after I cook it today, which it isn't, it's going to be 100, but you get what I'm saying? It will stay that way forever. So it's better
Drop any of this gear.
uh, to cook your teas and leave them sitting around because they will basically last forever. It's time to start making porridge. Wait, do I not have enough water for porridge? That doesn't seem right. Oh, it's in a pot. It's like making that. Oh, yeah. Let's clear the board and make things a little bit easier for me here. Because you can't make porridge in a pan. We'll come back to those when it's pie making time. Gimme. Gimme. Gimme for now. We're on the porridge bus. Now you can get quite a bit of porridge from these containers. And remember, each one adds to your cooking skill. Now I've showed in previous videos, feel free to go check those out, how to geek up your cooking skill even faster by cutting your meat into smaller pieces. There we go. I'll take that then and that. I'm just going to try to cook as much as I can possibly cook tonight. Today. It's today now. Tell you what, in just a second, we'll check the stat and see how close we are getting to level 5. I'm going to say a little over a quarter of the way. If I had to guess. And apparently I do. Alright, let's see. Bing, bang, boom, boop, boop, boop. Look! Cooking. A little past quarter of a way. And you know what? I'm hungry a little-ish. We might as well eat some porridge. It's just going to go bad anyway. Ooh, the fire, the fire, the fire, the fire, the fire. I haven't thought about the fire in a minute. Oh, I didn't want to use that coal, but I did because I panicked. That's all that was, just pure panic. Yeah. Anyway. We'll knock these soups out because the timing's a little bit off. Prep time's not really incorporated into it at that moment. Back to porridge. So I think, or I'm hoping, we'll end up about halfway there. But if you think we went to level 4 and halfway to level 5, and it gets harder and harder as you go. Wow. I used up all that porridge, or am I out of water? Water. Alright, we're going to drink this cup of soup. Take it mostly for hydration. I thought it was a cup of tea. My bad. Not like I don't have plenty of stuff laying around. Cooking with pizza. Yeah, you can get a good rhythm going. So, like, basically, I mean, the best way to do this is with 3 cooking pots. I'm about to show you right now. Am I out of porridge now, or am I out of water? I'm out of porridge. Yeah, it had to happen at some point. 3 cooking pots works best with one thing with your porridge. Right, so what I'm going to do is I need to empty my pockets a little bit. Let's run outside. I'm going to throw all this porridge on the ground. Like a maniac. Like you do. Who doesn't keep the porridge on their front porch? I mean, like a Timberwolf Mountain in the background, by the way.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, look at it! Look at it, y'all! Oh my god, look at this sun! Look at this gorgeous day! I feel wolves around, though. I don't know why. But I do. Come here, steaks. You're pretty useless. Now it's time to make recipes. I don't know if I have any peaches, but we're gonna definitely. I don't have anything to make wheat pies with. That's fine. Well, let's get some energy pies going. Poor Astrid. Ow! I forgot to put the oatmeal on the ground where it belongs. You guys like oatmeal? You know what? I'm like anybody. I like oatmeal when you put like fruit, cinnamon, a bunch of sugar and cream in it. Hey, then it's pretty good. Plain old oatmeal. Props to you. Yoink. Better. Oh, these tomato soups. Nope, nope. Alright, let's get rid of the teas, and I should be good on weight. And I'm thirsty, so we'll drink a tea, because why not, right? I made 1,000 teas. We might as well drink at least one. What do you think tastes the best? Reishi? I know reishi mushrooms are nasty. They are the dirt. Like, I love mushrooms. I love all kinds of mushrooms. I like, what's the one, the really weird one, the hen of the woods or whatever.
I'm
I
not sure I
like
can carry
lots of
much more.
mushrooms. Reishi mushrooms taste awful. They, I hate to say it, but they literally taste like what people say. They taste like dirt. I mean, great for the healthful properties, but not my cup of tea. That's right, I said it. I don't care. Let's get rid of this meat. Whatever's left here. And let's do 2 sets of energy pies. We'll leave these on. And let's do these, at least 2 baked potatoes here. I think I need rose hips. Yes. Rose hip pie. We'll just eat that. Rose hip pie. Everything else should be cooked after this. And then let's get a couple of cups of coffee. There you go. Coffee's made. Pies are made. Oh, we do have some peaches. I will leave them. No, no, no. Quit it. Quit it. Cut it out. Alright. And then, what do we got? An hour left. Man, I think I cooked everything I really want to cook. Right now, at least. Here, let's start. You know what? That's fine. And then, man, we need some rest. The sad thing is the sun's getting ready to go down. Not much left to do. I guess we'll try sewing. I left my... Oh, we got an extra... random bedroll here. Oh, we do have leather. Perfect.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, you may not. We could get an improvised bedroll here, too. I wonder if I should do that. Let's keep sewing. Problem for tomorrow. Next up, gloves. Nice. Next up, hat, because we got the leather. Nice. I'm gonna go for the shoes again. Oh, this is huge. Let's do it again. Interior pants. Because it might take more than one. No. Balaclava. This is a 27-minute repair. We got at least one more in us. Socks or underwear? Let's go underwears. Oh yeah, both underwears are kind of crap. Let's go with this one. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. In fact, I'm going to go one more. Let's go. Come on, come on. Oh, we got an Aurora! Ladies and jackalpeens, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages. I can do what I wanna do. Boop, 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 boop. 2 days. 8 days left. Let's go socks. Should be 100. Oh, of course not. Come on. Of course not. Socks are literally one of the hardest things to repair. Socks and pants and shoes tend to be really tough. Look, took out my sewing kit with that. That's fine. I didn't like that sewing kit anyway. Now remember, if you really want to get rid of it forever, just put it in a container and it will disappear. I think what I'm going to do, because how warm am I? 47 degrees! What? I was excited earlier when we got to 36. Look, I knew I had good gear, right? You know. But now we're stat 47. 18 windproofing. That's what the shoes did. And mostly the gloves, because 3.6 right there. That's huge. And then the hat. So, man, oh man. I feel so warm. Okay, we're sewed up. Let's get an improvised bedroll. If we can. And maybe improvised insulation, but I think I might need a workbench for that. I don't know. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we got this. So, 4 cloth, 5 ptarmigan down. Anywhere. 10. Alright, we got enough for both, so we're going to do both. So, let's do this one. 3 hours? I'm gonna get too tired. Oh, I just got it. Holy smokes. Yeah, once you get too tired, you can't sew. Wow. That was close. Pizza almost blew it. Let's have a little bit of steak. Let's pop up the front door. We got a few things stored on the ground, and I want to see this Aurora. Taking damage! Taking damage! It's been a minute. Kind of feels good. Every now and then you need to get reminded that you could die at any moment. Even with all this weatherproofing we just got. Whew. This is a tough round. It's mostly interloper settings. In fact, some of it's made harder, so that's a big deal. Alright, let's go pies. Taters. Gotta get rid of these nuts later. I did manage to save one piece of raw meat, though. I'm not too sad about that. Man, look at this beautiful moon. Look at this gorgeous night sky. I love this game. Well, folks, I'm about to call it a night. I've had a good time. Thanks to Mrs. Wright for joining in and saying hello, as always. One of my favorites, always jumps in into the conversation. Listen to you guys if you haven't been catching me, listening to me. If you ever want to say hello, have a conversation, feel free to jump in. Glad to talk to you. If you want to continue to just watch, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. I love doing this. It's just a fun thing for me. Yeah. So everybody that likes, subscribes, and follows and does the things, again, I love you guys. No, seriously, I really do. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. We'll pick up pretty much where we left off. A ton. I got so much done today. I'm so excited. And we got the moose hide. Been waiting for it. And what a crazy place to have a moose spawn. Right behind Grandmama's house. It's both convenient and dangerous. So, yeah, I like it either way. Anyway. I'm out of here, folks. Alright, if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you happen to see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. I really appreciate everybody that likes, subscribes, and does the thing. You guys are amazing. Listen, y'all have a great day. And please be good to each other.